Hi everyone. We're doing something very special today. But
We're doing a TIE Fighter tier list.
yes, we are. Aren't you excited?
Let's look at some TIE Fighters.
Let's look at them TIE fighters. So I have here. I've made this tier list. I've compiled every canon TIE fighter variant as of May 16th, 2024. So this is all of them. This is all. I believe there's 31, and
We even got the Mining Guild.
we do. We have the Mining Guild right here. We've got the TIE Baron, TIE Echelon, the TIE Brute. We even have the First Order TIE Brute, which is technically different. You know, nobody doubt my commitment here. But we have obviously S, A, B, C, D, E, F. Uh, Tiers on this
That's right.
Yep. So without any further ado, let's begin. Um how do we feel about the base tie line, the tie LN, the basic? How do we feel about it?
I mean, it's pretty far up there.
It's iconic, yeah. Now, all right, we have to establish our grading scale. Are we saying based like are we saying that the normal TIE fighter goes in C tier, and we just say how is everything compared to just basic TIE fighter, or do we say just like
Well, I think basic TIE Fighter beats a lot of these.
okay, so are we going just based on like objective scale, not compared to just what a normal TIE fighter is? Because if
I
so,
think
yeah.
I think we make the tier list. So I would put it at the top of A.
Okay, it we're going objectively. So as far as just spaceships in science fiction go, TIE Fighter going at the top of A tier, I would put it in like mid A tier, I think. But I can compromise with top
Well,
of
it
A
starts
tier.
it starts at the top.
Yeah. I
We've
will
got what have we got next? We got the TIE Advanced.
yeah, so this is mostly in order of appearance, but then I kind of gave up halfway through. Um
But you've got the TIE Advanced next.
I do.
The ship the ship of Darth Vader.
Can we put this Should we put this in A tier? I don't know if I want to put it in S tier just yet. I want to fill out the tier list a little bit more before I put this in S tier. How do you feel about that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's pretty good. It could probably go to S.
I feel like A for now, but we will come back later. How do you feel it is based on the tie line though? How do you feel about that? Like, is it better or worse?
Compared to the TIE. I
Yeah,
guess I guess the TIE fighter is better.
the normal one. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
It depends on the
I mean,
day for me.
it's hard to compare. But I mean, honestly, Vader's ship is just so cool.
That is true.
It's just so cool. So maybe you should just throw it in front of the TIE fighter
Yeah,
because it's just
yeah. All right.
they gave him such a good ship.
Yeah.
All right,
Um,
what's next?
the Thai SA, the Thai bomber. How do we feel about Thai bomber?
Um could be B, top of B.
I would say I would say
And
again we
the
need to fill
front
this
of
out.
B.
We need
The
to fill
front of
this out
the
a little bit more. Yeah.
What do we got next?
The Thai shuttle. I don't know if you can
Hmm.
see, but it the wings
It
are
has that.
reversed.
Yeah, that's like gotta be an E for
I
ew.
like it. I like it. I think it's like interesting compared to the Thai
All
bomber.
right, don't put it. I mean, it could be C, but like,
Okay, well, compromise. C for compromise. But I later on, I'm gonna say some things. I'm gonna say some things, and I'm gonna need you to.
all
I'm
right,
compromising for you now, but you're gonna have to compromise for me later. Okay.
we need the next fighter.
This is the Thai Interceptor.
S goes in the
I was
S.
thinking at least probably an A plus. Yeah, Thai Interceptors, pretty fucking sweet.
We got
Um,
the Inquisitor one.
the
It's like a
Advanced V1.
It's like a B.
I would
I
put it
think
in A.
visually, it. I do like it.
I like it a hell of a lot
Don't
more
get
than
me
the TIE
wrong.
Bomber. I like it a
I
hell of a lot more
do.
than the TIE Bomber.
Yeah, I would put it ahead of the TIE Bomber.
Okay.
There we go.
I
And then we've got
yeah,
the Defender.
TIE Defender,
Defender is an
yes.
S.
Defender
One of the craziest things taken from Legends and
Legends.
put into canon,
I
and just let it be in canon.
I kind of like it in A tier though. I kind of like it in A tier though.
Look at that ship though. Like of
It's
all of these coming at me, trying to kill me, that one has me the most dead to rights.
yeah, but it's just a little bit extra. I'm talking like visually, like from a
Yeah,
design
it has
perspective.
6 guns. That means like it's more likely to kill you than the Interceptor
I
has
know, but
4.
it just feels a little extra. I'm just talking about like how cool are they to me. That's what I'm grading on.
I mean, like more wings, and like they when
This
it's
isn't a BW3s, okay? Not everything is about how many wings you have.
all right. I mean, like, all right, fine. I'll compromise and let it stay there
I
because we can agree on so many of the other things.
yeah, I'll put it there. Time Mining Guild. How do I feel about this?
That one's an E.
I like this one.
Just you gotta fill out the tier list.
Okay, I'll put it in. I'll put it in D for now because, like,
All right. Because like
statistically, it's not as
also
good.
it's just a strict downgrade.
It actually loses a lot of power, um, because of that cutout in the wings. It gains a little bit of situational awareness, but it loses like some of its main like power generation because you lose 2 of the solar panels. So it's actually like slower, and like the weapons aren't as good, but it's cheaper, and it makes sense. And I like the paint scheme. The paint scheme is fucking cool. And
Yes.
yeah, and it looks different enough while still being like, yeah, I don't know. I think I like it more than the TIE shuttle, honestly. But now we have the TIE boarding craft, which is from Rogue One. How do we feel about this?
It was okay. It was probably like
I feel like it's like basically indistinguishable from the TIE bomber.
yeah, it's like that.
Okay.
So we could just put it next to him.
All right. Now we're in the rest of Rogue One. We've got the TIE Striker.
The TIE Striker.
Yes.
Ooh, that is pretty good.
Interesting.
I mean, I like. I mean, it was used once in one movie,
Yes.
and it nearly saved, or it nearly like destroyed the galaxy.
That's true.
I will say
Um.
it was either the Striker or, Yavin 4. So we gotta
Yeah.
think about that. It's pretty good at that.
Yeah. And I do like you can't really see it in the photo that we have here, but the 2 little guns underneath, it has 2 extra like heavy laser cannons
Yeah,
underneath.
those like
That's
those
cool.
cannons. It is.
And the
So
wings
I
go
think
like up and down. I like those.
can we put it in B, and can we put it like somewhere around, more in front of the bomber?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
Now, here's one of the things that I feel very strongly about. I feel like the TIE Reaper is an S tier.
I mean, I haven't seen this thing ever.
Yeah, you have. It was in Rogue One. Here, TIE Reaper. Let's give you a closer look at it. Let's give a closer look. Look at this.
Oh.
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels very familiar. I mean, it's pretty distinguishable,
Yes.
I will say. It reminds me of like an old Republic design, but put into
It feels a little
Empire.
Fury class. Yeah, I will say it feels a little bit of
Right.
Fury class Interceptor. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, throw it up there. That's a pretty cool ship. That's a pretty cool ship.
I would put it ahead of the Interceptor, honestly. It's
All right, well, we got to keep going through these.
That's true. That's true. TIE Brute from Solo.
C.
All right. I like B for Brute, but
Reminding me of Solo.
Solo was good. Fuck you. Solo was good.
What do we have next?
This is called the TIE Punisher in canon and the TIE Interdictor in Legends. It is basically a shielded.
Punisher. I'm glad that got changed.
It's shielded and it has 4 times the proton torpedo launchers and twice the proton bomb launchers as the TIE bomber.
That is barbaric.
It's
Who
fucking
needs
awesome.
Who needs that many bombs?
Because it's for anti-capital ships. This shit is designed to turn Mon Calamari cruisers into a fucking news headline, right? You know, this is designed to Titanic.
Maybe I'd put it like ahead of the bomber.
Yeah, because it's fucking hilarious, right? The TIE Aggressor from Star Wars Galaxies. And the X-Wing miniatures game.
This was okay. It's not the best.
C tier?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'll live with that.
We'll reorganize this later. The TIE. So this is called the Auto Fighter in canon, but previously was known as the TIE D TIE Drone. So this is a drone fighter.
That's right.
It's like the Vulture droid of TIE fighters. There's no human pilot.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a Vulture droid too. I see what they did there.
They did, and I appreciate that. I like that.
I still think it looks worse than the others.
This is my first E tier. This is my first E tier, honestly, and I could be persuaded to put it in F.
All right, that's agreeable. Now we've got
the TIE Crawler,
with treads, the crawler,
or the Sentry Tank, depending on who you ask.
I mean, they gave it treads.
They did. It's really stupid. I like the TIE Mauler more, but they haven't made that one canon yet.
Yeah, maybe the top of C.
I was thinking D tier, but I can
really.
C.
It's so like it's
if the
so
TIE
gimmicky.
Brute, the TIE Brute cannot be in the same category as the thing. So either the Brute goes up or the TIE Crawler goes down.
Fine. Move the Brute up.
Yeah.
All right.
Now we have the TIE Avenger, which is advanced body with interceptor wings, which is fucking cool.
Yeah, this one's pretty good.
I'll put it in C tier.
If you want to do that.
I don't know. What do you feel?
I put it in A.
I think B. B is okay.
All right.
I like the idea. I don't like the execution. But now we have the TIE Phantom. Or did you have something else to say about the TIE Avenger?
No, that's fine. That can sit there.
TIE Phantom A tier.
What's it from?
I don't know if they made like a book about it. I know it's from the X-Wing miniatures game. It's a stealth TIE fighter.
Yeah, I mean it looks like the Marauder, which is kind of sick.
Yeah. It's fucking awesome.
Yep. Go ahead.
It's a stealth TIE fighter. Come on, it's got to go in A tier. So now we have the Outlands TIE fighter with the folding wings from The Mandalorian.
Yeah, I think this still goes in A.
Yeah, A tier. That's fine. Now we have the TIE Lone Scout, which is, I think, originally from Empire at War, but they've recanonized it, and it looks kind of goofy. Let me give you another angle. It's like
Gross.
this.
Why?
Is. Yeah.
Why is the fins at the top so long? It just.
So it covers the big hump on it that houses the hyperdrive.
I mean, I feel like. Oh, I get it. It has a hyperdrive.
Yeah.
So that's why it needs to be so ridiculously oversized. But the thing is, Darth Vader's TIE fighter had one, and it didn't need to look like this.
It's also more for like reconnaissance and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah. You use it in Empire at War, and you can like send it into like other systems and shit by itself, and it can like scout on things.
I mean, it's not terrible.
Yeah. I like it.
It's
TIE Phantoms were in Empire at War Forces of Corruption. I don't know if that's where they originated, but I know they were in it.
Well, I'd say it can have a spot on the list. So let's go to the list
Okay.
and pick. All right, we're gonna put it like in B.
In B.
We're gonna have a big B. I mean, it could go in C, but it's
I'm surprised you put it that high.
it's. I mean, it looks like it's a pretty good-looking ship.
I'm surprised
What's
you didn't
this?
think it was super ugly.
What's this one? This one looks like a TIE fighter.
This is the TIE GT. So this is TIE/GT. It is the ground targeting TIE fighter. So it's like this. It's like extra long in the back. It's got a little Cadillac booty. You know what I mean?
I mean, the turret is cool.
Yeah. Is it a turret technically? I don't know if it's a turret or if that's like the thing that the TIE bomber has that it like shits it out. Oh no, I think that's its main laser cannon, I think. Yeah. I don't know. How do you feel about the TIE fighter with the thick ass?
Bigger gun is pretty good.
Bigger gun.
Maybe we'll just throw it in a higher tier because it has a gun.
Bigger buns. Yep.
Bigger buns.
Yep.
I mean,
I don't care for this one personally.
Gotta get fine.
Where would you put it?
Throw it wherever.
I'll put it in D tier for now.
All right.
All right, we have the TIE FO. We're in the first order TIE fighters now. How do we feel about the TIE FO?
I mean, probably an A.
Probably an A. I can be okay with that. With the engines where they're like top and bottom now. Yeah.
The Special Forces one, I think it's even better. I like having two people in the TIE fighter.
Yep. I like that it's a little thicker. Yeah, I like this one a lot. I
honestly like it more than the normal TIE fighter.
I don't know if I like it that much, but I'll put it there. How about?
I like the red line on it.
The red line is very cool. How do you feel about Iden Versio's TIE fighter? I didn't feel like it was different enough to justify putting it on here. But how do you feel about that? I don't think it needs
to be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like the other ones.
Yeah. All right, now we have the First Order TIE Bomber. How do you feel about this?
This is ugly.
But it's got the interceptor wings put on backwards, and it has the bomber's bomb pod as well. I feel like it's like best of both worlds type thing.
I mean, it does have those things.
Yeah. And I'm glad they went somewhere different with it, right? Like, because the First Order TIE Interceptor, aka the TIE Baron.
The TIE fighters look exactly the same.
Yes, exactly.
So it's not like they were even trying to do something new.
Yes. I feel like this is a B tier. I feel like this is the prime example of the B tier. I think I like it more than the TIE Bomber, though.
Okay.
I think I might like it more than the TIE Punisher. Yeah, I think that's a good spot.
All right.
TIE Baron, how do we feel?
Great.
Great?
Funny looking one. I love the red.
It looks
exactly like an interceptor.
Yeah. I feel like it pales in comparison,
red.
though. So I feel like we need to put it in B because it's too similar. But it's like an inferior copy.
But I like that it's red.
I like it more than I like the TIE FO. I will say that is. That's fair. Well, remember, that's only for Major Von Reg, right? They also make like black and white ones, just like the TIE First Order.
Yeah.
So we're judging it on the whole.
Yeah, okay. It still goes up there.
All right.
What do we got next?
We have the TIE Echelon, which is the one they have at Disney World.
That's right.
Like the shuttle one. I like this one. I think it's cool. It has a little gun turret under the cockpit too. I like that.
It does. It does. Those things are nice.
It has to belong in A tier. I think it's probably better than the Special Forces TIE Fighter, not as good as the TIE Phantom.
Sure. We'll put it there.
Okay.
And
First Order TIE Brute.
I don't know what that is. I can't even really see what it is.
It's just a TIE Brute with the Hang on. I think I was gonna say, can I open it in another tab? That's like the only image you can see of it because it's in like
Oh, it's there for a frame.
it's not in one of the movies. I think it's on one of the rides. Yeah, it's on the Smuggler's Run.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, it's on Smuggler's Run. But yeah, it's literally just
It's there for a frame.
Thai
It's
brew.
there for a frame on a Disney attraction, and you would not see it anywhere else.
Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's just like, yeah, it's got like the little antenna that the First Order TIE fighters have. It's got the paint job of the First Order, but it's a TIE brute. I don't know. I like the normal TIE brute more.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like a B-wing.
Yeah, kind of.
It's got that asymmetry.
Yeah, I like the normal TIE brute more. So if the TIE brute's up in B tier, then I can leave it down in D tier. I could even be persuaded to put it into E tier. I wouldn't mind. Okay. Here's another one that I have very strong feelings on. TIE Silencer needs to go in S tier. I think probably at the top. It's so good. It's so good, and it's so much better than the fucking than the one he has in The Rise of Skywalker. That is such a fucking downgrade. The TIE Whisperer is such a fucking downgrade from the TIE Silencer. The TIE Silencer is the coolest ship.
I agree. I don't know why they changed the ships. It's so disappointing.
It's so Rey could cut the wing off easier.
But like, just give him the cool ship. Like,
I mean,
Vader only had his ship for one movie.
That's true.
If he had it for another movie, that would have been crazy. That would have been so good.
Yeah. I really like the TIE Silencer. I think the TIE Silencer is in the running for top 5 starfighters in all of Star Wars. I think that is a fair thing to say, wouldn't you agree?
I mean, it looked cool in the movie.
It was cool in the movie. It's that's the ship he uses in Battlefront 2. And it's fun to use there. And it looks really cool, and it has cool sound effects. The TIE Whisperer does not have cool sound effects. How do we feel about TIE Whisperer fighter versus TIE Special Forces? How do we feel about these? Because it's basically just same thing, but like numerical improvements, pretty much. I guess is the lore for that. But I don't know. Design-wise, which do you like more, the TIE Whisperer or the TIE Special Forces?
The Special Forces.
Me too. And I'm down to put Whisper wherever you want to go, as long as it's not
put it under the treads, or like behind him, you know.
Behind the treads.
Just like
Tier. Okay.
Yeah.
I do like Kylo's Whisper about the same, maybe a little worse. I don't know.
Yeah, you could put it in that same tier.
Yeah. TIE Dagger. How do you feel about the TIE Dagger?
I actually think this is fun.
I do too. I would have just moved the wings a little further back. Just like have the struts connect a little further forward.
The idea of the side view of just being a triangle going forward in space. How ridiculous would that look?
I don't even think they made it to space. I think they all got blown up in the atmosphere of Exegol. So.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Well, it probably goes somewhere.
Yeah. I do like that it has just the fucking 2 massive cannons in between the big triangle and the little triangle on each wing. There's just 2 massive fucking heavy laser cannons. And I like that. That's fucking based. I don't know. I own a miniature of it somewhere. I think it's down in my basement.
Okay.
Yeah, I could be persuaded to put this in low A tier. I like it more than the TIE First Order. How about that? And the Outlands TIE Fighter. And the TIE Baron.
All right, then we'll put it there.
Okay. Now we need
and
to
now we have our tier list.
No, I feel like some of these need to be... The B is too large. The A is too large. I feel like we can move Vader, the Defender, and the normal TIE Fighter into S tier. I think it's a tough cut, but we can keep the Phantom at the tippy top of A tier. I feel like we can move these two down to F tier, these two down to E tier, these
Well,
three down to D tier. I think the aggressor is still cool. Where do you think the cutoff should be for B tier? Where do you think should
I
go
don't
into
know.
C tier?
I thought we just put whatever thing we put in whatever tier, and the distribution
No,
didn't matter. And
I
we liked all of them, so we put none of them in F.
I don't. I will say I don't like the first order TIE brute, and I will say I don't like the fucking TIE drone. I do not care for them whatsoever. Can we move the TIE mining guild up though? Can we move him up? He's not bad.
What?
He's fun. You know, he's unique.
Less shields, less everything.
Well, it
It's
never
just
had
less-
shields. They never
Well,
had
it's-
shields.
yeah. But it's like less TIE fighter.
But it's cheaper, you know? And like it makes sense for a lore reason because it's like it's giving the mining guild the same thing but worse because they're not good enough for the real thing, you know? I don't know. I like it. I would put it all the way up in B tier. I would probably put it ahead of the bomber actually.
All right. Well, I feel like we put everything in where we wanted it to be.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like we can put everything from the TIE Punisher after can go into C tier. I feel like we could do that. I don't know. I feel like
now
I
it looks
like that more.
now it feels like it looks weirder because now C tier just has two things in it.
That's why I was saying I feel like we can move everything in the rest of B tier down here. And that will make it look a little bit better.
All right. Well,
And I don't know. I don't feel like I like these ones enough to put them in B tier. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I feel like this is very different than like a lot of the decisions I gave.
Where do you? All right. Do you? Well,
It's fine.
no,
It's
no, no,
fine.
no. I want to come to
I felt like
consensus.
we had it. We had a good list, and it was cool that we made it.
I don't know. I feel like I dislike the ones I disliked a little bit more than you did because I don't know. You know me. You are the calm, dispassionate one, and I'm, up in arms about all this. I'm the one with the very strong opinions. So I don't know. I feel like the ones I dislike more, and the ones I like are the ones I like more. So I feel like we were clumping a little bit too much in the B and C tiers because just some of these are really bad, but some of them are really good, you know? And then there's some that are just very average, like the TIE Bomber. Very average.
Well, I just thought it would be funny to rate the tie with treads higher because it's just so ridiculous.
It is
Also,
really
like
ridiculous.
it looks. I don't know, just like the attempt at a tank, like they tried.
Can I show you one that I think actually works? So this is from Empire at War. I don't know if you ever got to play Empire at War. This is the TIE Mauler.
I mean, it still looks ridiculous.
But so it's like instead of being like a tank thing, it's like a light vehicle.
I don't think any form of this makes sense, but I still wanted to rate it high because I thought it was funny.
That is fair. I like it because it's like instead of being just like a tank, it's like a light vehicle and it goes super fast, and its special ability is that it blows itself up. It just kills itself. That's funny. Now my favorite what's your favorite TIE variant that's not on this list before we go?
That's not on this, but you said everything is on here.
This is just canon variants. What about from Legends? What are your favorites that haven't been canonized yet?
I don't know I don't know any TIE fighters from Legends that weren't.
Let's pull up the list.
There's so many, and like some of them are just like copies of the other ones.
Yeah, some of them are not very different.
I don't know of any off the top of my head.
Well, you've got things that weren't on the list. You've got the TIE Aggressor was on there, but there's another one from Star Wars Galaxies that didn't make it on the list. You have the TIE Oppressor, which I think is very funny. Hang on, gotta fucking click it or ticket ad. This is why I hate fandom, by the way.
Oh, there's one where they stuck. Oh, there's one where they put the fin in the middle. That's hilarious.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this one. That's the TIE Oppressor. That one's from Galaxies. I like it. It's okay.
It looks like it would be flying. It's like it's flying backwards.
Yeah, that one is funny. That one is funny. The TIE experimental ones are very funny. We have the TIE Scimitar. I don't hate the TIE Scimitar. I like it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, these all look goofy. I don't even know if I'd want. There's a TIE variant, but in this video I found, it's spelled PHAI.
Oh, that's from Family Guy. That's a reference from Family Guy.
Oh, I see.
I wouldn't say the Emperor's Royal Guard fighter is different enough from a TIE Interceptor, but I really like those. That's a good honorable mention. But hang on, I'm looking for mine. There it is. This bad bitch is my favorite. The TIE Hunter. That's my fucking favorite.
I mean, maybe that'd be cool.
Yeah. So I would say the reason why we haven't seen the TIE Hunter yet is because we haven't seen. Well, first of all, I don't really like this artwork of it or this model of it from Rogue Squadron 3, which is where it came from. But I really like Fractal Sponge's 3D model of it. I think it's Fractal Sponge, right? Yeah, pretty sure it is. This looks fucking sweet. This is fucking awesome. Ansel Shao. He did this, and it's fucking awesome, and it's my favorite. Like,
that's cool.
This is the coolest fucking ship ever. And it's meant to be like the counterpart to the X-Wing, which I think is really cool, like flavor-wise. But the reason why we haven't seen it is because Storm Commandos aren't really a thing in canon. And this is like their main fighter. So General Madine, his main fighter is the TIE Hunter. But otherwise, the TIE Silencer is my favorite. It's got to be. It's so cool. So fucking sick. Absolutely love it.
Nice.
And I think this is a good list. Do you have any last minute changes? I feel like I've made all the changes that I want to make. If you wanna make some changes, I'll let you.
Nope.
I'll let you change anything you want.
No further changes.
All right. Well, when this goes up on YouTube, I will put the link in the description. You can make this yourself. Yeah, tell me what you feel like in the comments. Tell me if you would make any changes. And yeah, tell me where you would put your all the TIE fighters in your ranking. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.